Good morning, everyone. So, we have some pretty big news in the Lilly and Jack Sullivan case. If you're unfamiliar with this case, 6-year-old Lilly Sullivan and her 4-year-old brother Jack Sullivan disappeared from their Nova Scotia home in Canada back on May 2nd, 2025. Their mom and stepfather were apparently in the house sleeping. They said that they heard them playing on the other side of the house, and then they woke up and the kids were gone. Now, despite extensive search efforts for these two kids, authorities have not been able to find them, but they still do keep going back to the wooded area because they think that the children wandered away into the woods. And here's kind of a scape of their home. It's actually a trailer, but as you can see, there is very thick wooded areas behind the home, and then in front of the home there is a road. Some people believe that the two kids wandered to the main road when they were ultimately kidnapped by someone driving on that road. Some people believe that Malaya Brooks Murray, their mother, passed them off to somebody. Some people believe that Daniel Martel, their stepfather, took their life accidentally or purposefully. And then some people do believe, like the RCMP, that the kids wandered away into the woods and their remains just have not been found. Well, now, if the children are deceased in the woods behind their home, there is a possibility that they will be found now, as their paternal grandmother, Belinda Gray, has confirmed that human detection dogs are going to be utilized. And if you guys have been following this case, you would know that their stepfather, Daniel Martel, has stated that the RCMP has never brought in cadaver dogs, human scent detection dogs, since the kids have gone missing. And I've always wondered why. They believe so adamantly that the kids are in the woods, and about a week after they were reported missing, they did come out and say that the children are presumed to be deceased in the woods. Why were cadaver dogs never utilized in order to track their remains? Now, yesterday, Corporal Tremblay with the RCMP did confirm that there are, quote, searches planned for Lilly and Jack again. They did not specify when searches will be picking back up for them. However, it was confirmed that cadaver dogs are going to be utilized in this next search. According to the RCMP, there are going to be about 6 to 8 dogs utilized during this search in the next coming days and weeks, and 2 of those dogs are from British Columbia. He said that there's no definitive timeline on how long the scent can be picked up by these dogs, but did say for him specifically, he's worked on cases where bodies have been found by these dogs that have been out in the wilderness, that have been underground, that have been at the bottom of the ocean floor for up to 2 years. Belinda Gray, who is again the children's paternal grandmother, said she wanted to jump up and down with joy after finding out that cadaver dogs are going to be utilized. She says that she feels like this was something that should have been done months ago, and she feels like the case is not progressing quickly enough, and she's troubled by the lack of information in this case. Court documents that we went over here on my page that were released last month in August from July 16th, 2025 did indicate that investigators did not feel like this case was criminal or had any element of foul play. And when the RCMP was asked if cadaver dogs are going to be used in this search at some point, the RCMP responded that those searches will be based on information gathered through the ongoing investigation. So whatever they have been investigating in the last month, seems like they are now on board with bringing these cadaver dogs in and seeing if they can find these two children's remains finally. I'm going to keep you guys updated, so make sure you're following me. What are you thinking about this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.